All right. Yup, it's 8.2 time. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. It was so hard. I know I obviously took a poll in the community tab, and a lot of people were just like, no, wait till tomorrow, which sucked because I really would have loved to. I'm actually glad, though, because I would have been super tired today. So it's a good thing I didn't do it. But very excited to do this chapter. We're going to see how this goes. Probably in like we'll start at 125 for me is when we'll hop in. But let's wait for people to because obviously I didn't schedule this stream, so you know a lot of people may not see that it's happening right away. So I'll just get some of this other stuff done. Grab my dailies because been slacking on the grinding with Crestoria lately. There's a lot of our mobile games and stuff going on. Yup, I'm sure I know exactly why you're excited for the anniversary. Those who have played the chapter, I'm sure know who. I don't want to see, you know, spoilers in the chat, but I will say this chapter will let players know who the 3 anniversary units are going to be. 100%, I guarantee it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I 99.99999% chance we'll know who the anniversary units are going to be. But yeah, don't post spoilers in the chat in case people are just watching this, you know, first time. I can't grab this right now. My box is full. I don't really care. I did do some of the tower last night, though, since I wasn't going to be streaming. So I did do a little bit of that. Yep, it's, and I'm very excited about that too, which is why it's so hard for me right now, because if I continue saving, you know, free to play like I have been lately, I haven't bought gems in a while, I can probably get 42,500 by the anniversary if I don't summon. But then now tonight, they're going to reveal, you know, they posted a teaser last night, but they're going to reveal Bride Alicia and Mint, which Bride Alicia, how are you going to expect me to skip Bride Alicia? So I'm gonna have to see how bad the pity is for these new tokens. You know, you see down, let's scroll. This thing is horrible for scrolling down here. This thing right here. I'm gonna have to see how many of these we actually need to grab a character from pity. So we're gonna have to see how that's gonna go. But for the most part, I really need to try and stop myself from summoning because for all I know, I can pull her during the anniversary. It's also going to depend what she does. If she's not anything, like, useful to me, like, if she's, like, a light healer, she's not going to be a light healer, but if she was, I wouldn't summon because Estelle is still top tier. So I wouldn't even bother with that, as much as I would want her, but we're going to have to see what she does first. But yeah, in a few minutes, we're going to get started on everything. And yeah, I guess we can go over to the page, you know, start getting ready for the hype. 10 multis will be enough. I would be totally fine with that because that's exactly what I have right now. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be, I think they're just probably going to match it with the, you know, the half anniversary and probably what the full anniversary is going to have for pity. Yeah, it's probably going to be 17 multis, which will make me not want to summon right now because I definitely need to make sure I have. Why am I going to events? Yes. Here, let's just go over it real quick because I know this stuff can be confusing to people. Let's just go over it real quick before we go ahead and hop in. Let's see, where are they? All right, summon medals. Using certain summons will earn you free summons mill. Collecting a certain amount of summon mills will allow you to exchange them for new Memoria Stone tickets. So they're specifically saying new, which means it'll be the characters that are on the banner. So like, let's say, you know, the next banner, Alicia and Mint. Let's say you collect, it is going to be like 17. Let's say you get 1 token per multi, and it costs 17 to exchange. You'll be able to either choose Mint, 1 copy of Mint or Alicia after you do those 17 multis. So that's how that's going to work. And even says here, when obtaining a Memoria Stone for the first time using a new Memoria Stone ticket, that character will also join as an ally. Now here's the thing. It does say, okay, can be used for special summons to guarantee a newly introduced Memoria Stone. This could very well mean one or the other. It doesn't say here well, let's see. Because it doesn't specifically say select. Yeah, you exchange it for a new Memoria Stone ticket, and then the new Memoria Stone ticket can be used to guarantee a new... So I feel like it's going to be 50-50, which, if it is 50-50, you hope what's for Flynn's banner? What do you mean, Flynn? But if it is just random and it's not you get to select between the two, then I expect it might be a little less multis, because then it's kind of like not as fair. Because let's say you pull Mint like 5 times, and you want Alicia, and you get to the pity and you get another Mint, you spent all that for basically nothing. So if it's not, I think you will be able to select though. I think it's just worded weird here, and I think we will be able to select the ones. If I'm wrong, I guess we'll find out on Monday, because that's probably when the banner's gonna drop. Oh well, it's gonna be the same pity system. I think moving forward, because this is what gacha games do. They go like their first year without a pity system. Some of them do. Some start with a pity system. But a lot of ones start without a pity system, and then around the 1-year anniversary, they introduce one, and then it sticks around forever. I think these coins are going to change every month, obviously, because you can't carry over the coins between banners. So the coins you get from Alicia and Mint's banner, you're not going to be able to save for, 6 months down the line for a future banner. It's, you do all your summons on one banner to get the pity right then and there. Hey, Rita, welcome. But yeah, I think this is how it's going to be from now on. All right, I think we've waited long enough. It's 1:25, like I said, so let's go ahead and let's actually dive in. Very excited for this. All right, stage 5, which I'm happy, we have part 2, so once I'm done with this, we can do hard and very hard to farm up some more currency. Yeah, it's basically a spark system, pity system, whatever you want to call it, they're all the same thing. It's just, you do enough summons, and then you get guaranteed the unit that you're summoning for. So it's not like how Crestoria has been, where you could summon forever and still never get the unit because it didn't have a pity system. So that's basically how it's going to be. I think it is still going to be the usual 17 multis like the half anniversary had. So you do 17 multis, you have 17 coins, you can exchange those 17 coins for the ticket, and then the ticket will let you choose either Alicia or Mint, or whatever the banner is going to be. All right, so let's dive in. Been waiting to do this for a while, so let's go. Okay, we're starting with fire. Pretty far, it seems.
めんどくせえ。いらねえ手間かけさせんぬっつの。 言うなか。おい、起きろよ。いつまで寝てんだ。揉むぞ。
Uh-oh.
いってえな。何しやがる。なんで蹴った。人が親切に起こしてやろって時によ。
どこが親切や。寝込みを襲うなんて最低やな、このトガエロ。
Oh boy.
そういうのとある地方ではセクハラ言うんやで。
Oh my
よう
lord.
覚えときや。
セクハラ。どういう意味だ。
セクシーハラハラの略や。あまりに魅力的すぎて男がおかしなってまうって意味やな。
Uh-huh.
あ、ってことは悪いのは魅力的すぎたうちってことや。
Oh my god.
堪忍な、ビシャス。うちがあまりに可憐で麗しいばっかりに。
Uh-huh.
いやいや、2点3点自己完結やめろ。つかお前のどこが可憐なんだよ。可憐って言葉に膝ついて謝ってこい。
いけつなこと言わんといてよ。お詫びにうちの足一回触らせてあげよう思ってるのに。
Oh my god.
顔で
Foot to your face.
よくもう一回顔面蹴ろうとすんじゃねえ。
ほら、ビシャスがあんま浴場するから魔物班も先立ってもうてるやん。
Yeah, it really is so different. I don't even need to understand Japanese to know that it's different, because you can tell they're barely, like, there are some lines here where they're barely saying anything in Japanese, like 1 or 2 words, and you know, they're obviously saying a lot more in English.
ちげえだろ。この魔物もお前の嘘に切れてんだよ。
Yeah, they take some liberties, that's for sure.
ってことはセクシーハラハラが嘘だってことに気づいて怒ってはるの、この魔物は。魔物なのにビシャスより賢いや。
俺だって気づいてたっつの。
嘘やん、嘘つき。
お前にだけは絶対言われたくねえ。
Oh, guess we're fighting.
人が嘘に。
This is a great Ligresser.
信号開発すんな。
エロそうに。
Oh my god.
せめてトガを残せ。
とりあえず魔物班の相手したろか。無視したせいでずいぶん怒ってはるみたいやし。
ほぼお前のせいだろか。くだらん。すぐに片付けるぞ。
Can't wait when we go to the country unit picked up her accent from. It's obviously not France. Not like I really need to buff, but
ご注文は蹴りとバトンどちらになさいます？
刻むカレン報酬額。痛い目を見たいようだな。俺が終わらせてやる。
最後だから敵を抜かないようにね。行くわよ。覚悟しなさい。お客様、ご迷惑を引き取りくださいませ。
death.
勝って当然だな。
Gonna be a breeze to go through all these. More fighting.
行くぜ。遅れんなよ。ここは僕だけで十分だ。俺のことを忘れるなよ、リオン。
Guess we'll I honestly like. I'm already
私も着物の帯を締め直すわ。
I'm zoning out on it. How did we even end up in this cave? Like, I remember, obviously, we were dealing with what's his face and the S Vanilla guy, but I don't remember. Maybe my memory's just bad. How we actually fell in the hole.
俺についてこい。俺が終わらせてやる。
甘いわ。何よ。最強これ。
扉。練習で俺の力見せてやる。
負けられないんだ。
The adventures continue.
見当たらへんな、カナボンたち。どっか別のとこ落ちてしもたんやろうか。
さあな。とりあえず行こうぜ。
探しに行くんやね。
いやめんどくせえし。ほっといて地上を目指すわ俺。
ね。
地面それにあいつらだって地上に出ようとするはずだ。だったら上行きゃ会えるだろう。運よく生きてりゃね。
素直やないな。
え？どこがだよ。
まあええわ。か弱いうちの護衛しっかりと頼むで、ビシャス。
You heard Sword and so it was too late to react.
気が乗らねえ。
今年も戦い続きね。さあ行くわよ。守りの衣、ホーリーレイル。聖なる思い、裁きの剣となりと敵討つ。ディバインセイバー。
刻むやれん報酬弾。俺についてこい。
ご注文は蹴りとバトン、どちらになさいます？
I guess I'll see if she grows on me as well. How many parts are there, by the way? Because usually part 2 is usually shorter than part 1, so I assume there's only like 7 or 8. There's only 8 here. I'm gonna say Raze will probably get Crestoria or Arise characters first. I just think it'll be I don't want to say easier to do, but
次やったら頭と股間同時にぶち抜いてやる。
I actually don't know. I mean, both games are gonna wait a while because obviously they want to spoil fans, but oh, Rita, you think Crestoria first? Oh, I guess so. I guess it'll be a lot easier to implement in Crestoria because it's not an action game like Raze, so you don't have to implement as much for the characters. Oh my god, really? Phone?
まあ確かにイケスカン男やったけど。
Alright, sorry about that. Had to throw the house phone out of the room. Yeah, I think you're right. Crestoria and maybe Asteria will probably get them first.
どうやったらあそ こまで偏屈な人間に育つんやろね。
偏屈か？言ってること自体はあながち間違ってねえと思ったぜ。
Plus, they wouldn't even need to immediately implement them into the story. Because the thing with Crestoria is they release a lot of banners for characters who haven't even appeared yet. I mean, we have 3 Yuris, and he just recently appeared, you know, a couple events ago. So they don't necessarily have to be in the story for Crestoria to have units.
およ、そうなん？
俺はビジョンオーブを機器として使う奴らが嫌いだ。つか、弱い奴が嫌いだ。
Yeah, Asteria just needs to make a PNG and some voice lines, and that's it.
自分の望み、欲望、執着、怒り、そういう根っこの感情を視覚して、それっぽい正しさで物陰から人を断罪して越に浸る。そういう卑怯者が何よりも気に食わねえ。罪を犯した咎人なんかよりよっぽどな。だからS バニラってやつのやってること自体を否定するつもりはそこまでねえんだわ。
ほう、なるほどやな。せやったら、なしてそこまであいつのこと嫌いの？
Vicious and Yuna are anti-ice cream.
単純な話。
Yep.
あいつは自分のこと正義だと思ってやがる。勘違いも甚だしいだろ。俺ははっきりと言えるぜ。俺みたいなのはたちの悪い悪党でしかねえってよ。
うん？理屈はめちゃくちゃやけど、あんたらしい考え方で安心したわ。掃除も私の仕事。邪魔なものは蹴散らしとくよ。甘いわ。聖なる思い、裁きの天になると絶対打って。
You know what? I don't want the top-down view. Crestoria is anti-ice cream. Perfectly natural. Alright, what's perfectly natural? Let's find out. Oh. Wait, why a fixed party for something like this? Unless it's gonna be like we're gonna see like Vicious's demon form again, but otherwise I don't know why we'd need a fixed party. Yeah, let's not talk about that in the chat, because it's not been, that's still like stuff that's not been revealed, so let's try and not get Bandai mad at us for stuff.
Usoつき女との二人暗下に飽きたんでよ。おもちゃが欲しくなっただけだ。
ほんま口の悪さは相変わらずやな。もうちょい思いやりのある言葉使わんとモテへんよ。
I don't think Vicious is particularly worried about making new friends.
いらねっつの興味ねえし。
素直になったらええのに。人に好かれたい思うんは自然な欲求やと思うよ。
自然か。なあ、お前蝶になったことあるか？
What? What does that even mean?
は？なんやのその質問。あるわけないよ。
俺もね、花の蜜がうまいとか言われても、風に舞うのが気持ちいいっつわれても羨ましくもねえ。地を這う羽のない獣には それを想像することもできねえからだ。わかるだろ。最初から一人の人間に孤独なんてありゃしねえんだ。
What the? Oh my. Whoa. Whoa. We're getting heavy. Whoa. Whoa. I was not ready for this conversation to be happening right now.
最初から？そんなんおかしいやろ。家族くらいおったんやないの？
知らねえ。少なくとも記憶にはねえな。マジでよ。俺は気づいた時にはもう俺で世界の敵だった。
Wow.
この前見ただろ。神様と戦った時の俺の姿をよ。あらゆる命を食らい己の力とする破滅の権化トガオに。あっちが俺の本来の姿っつうわけ。
Damn.
世界中の人間が嫌うのも当然だよな。何しろ俺がいるだけで周りの命全部尽きちまうんだからよ。しばらくしてある程度力を制御できるようになってな、今のこの人間っぽい姿を手に入れたわけだ。でもその時にはもう俺は意味嫌われた存在として名を馳せてた。誰もが恐れるトガオにビシャスっつってね。
案外しょうもない話やったわ。
あ？んだとってめ
え。
なーにが誰もが恐れるトガオにや。うちはちっともあんたのことなんて怖ないわ。カナボンもお嬢もいいつんもあんたのことなんてちっとも怖がってへんよ。
Because we're all friends.
なんでかわかるか？仲間だからよ。
Aww.
嫌われるのが平気な人なんておらへん。孤独が辛くない人なんておるはずない。
Damn. What is this conversation? Both of them.
それでも強がりたいならもう好きにしたらええわ。うちらはトガオニの言うことなんて聞いてへんもん。ビシャスっていう仲間の言葉の内側しっかり見つめてるだけや。
What?
しょうもねえな。
せやな、しょうも。
めんどくせえな。仲間とかよ。
Vicious comes off as the kind of character that won't want to have friends because I don't think he would be able to comprehend how to feel, or he wouldn't be able to deal with his own feelings if he ever started to care about something and then lost it. But he's also vicious, so.
俺は何にも持ってねえし何にもいらねえ。
I think that's gonna change, boy.
世界が俺を拒絶するからただ抗って生きてるだけだ。一人でもな。
そんなんであんたずっと生きていけるんやろか。拒絶されるから抗う。そんなんただの反発やん。
Yeah, we'll see Orwin eventually. I mean, obviously he's not gonna join us before the anniversary because next month will be a side story, and then the following, like, chapter 9 part 1 won't be until after the anniversary has already started. So, but then again, if you look at a lot of Tales games, the final member is usually, like, there's usually a huge gap between, like, the second to last member and the final member. So if Orwin didn't join us till like halfway through our second year, I would not be surprised.
ダダっ子みたいな反発とちゃう。ちゃんとした生きる理由。あんたには必要なんちゃうかな。
必要ねえよ。俺には理由なんざ。
いたぞ、トガオニだ。
ミラスメグールの騎士さんやな。行さんおるけど遠足でもしてるんやろか。
そりゃ不運なこった。遠足の最中に鬼にやっちまうなんてよ。
駐屯地からの応援要請で来てみればまさか本当にトガ鬼だとはな。だが好都合だ。生物科学班から預かったこいつを試すのにはな。
Little gift.
なんや悪い予感しかせえへんわ。
そうか、俺は楽しい予感しかしねえけど。
Oh, hi.
へえ、ずいぶん可愛いペット飼ってるじゃねえか。
ちょっと待ちや。正義の騎士団ともあろうもんがこんな魔物従えててええんか。
こいつはただの魔物ではない。ミダスメグール生物科学班が秘密裏に作り上げた対トガ鬼生物兵器だ。
How did you develop it already? Didn't we literally just kick their butts last chapter? I can't imagine it's been that much time.
はあ、騎士団が裏で魔物作りとは恐れ入ったわ。でもこれで納得いったわ。イーツンがあの
Yeah, I could see a very sad backstory for Vicious when they finally give it to
そういう
us.
いけない場所だったからなんやね。
わざわざ俺にぶっ壊されるためにこんなおもちゃ作ってくれたわけか。お疲れさんなこったな。
Well, if Malcolm is alive, I wouldn't be surprised considering how fast he just died. I don't think this is Malcolm though, because the bioscience stuff is like the whole kind of like what is it? Acid and Forte are also part of.
やってみろや。楽しませてくれよ。
うちは後ろの方で見ててええ子。この魔物派ビシャス専用なんやろ。
別にいいけど、攻撃飛んでっても文句言うなよ。
はあ、せやったらビシャス盾に
Well, we assume he's dead because all we saw him quote unquote die, and then we just never saw him again. Alright, we're not doing anything here, so I assume Vicious is probably going to transform. Do I consider Tales of as a multiverse story? Not really. I think all the games are pretty much separated. They make references in games, but besides the direct sequels, I would say no. I don't think it's a multiverse story. Yeah, there are specific titles that are connected, but it's not like they all exist like within like a multiverse. I don't think you could rip open a hole in the dimension from Symphonia and find yourself in Xillia or anything like that. I mean, I guess you could kind of say it does, because with Rays, you know, everything being connected, but I think that's a different situation altogether. Yeah, the mobile games are kind of, but if you're talking about actual in canon, you know, with the main titles, then I'd say no.
こいつは対トガ鬼のために作られた生物兵器だと。お前の銃弾では反物質で作られた皮膚は決して貫く。
Where do you find antimatter?
嘘やろ。今のも聞いてないん？
Ouch. He did say look out. Oh boy, here we go. This has gotta be Demon Vicious again, I assume.
終わったな。
やろ
まだ息があるか。だがさすがにもう動けまい。
For now.
さあ、早くとどめを刺せ。
なんや光が。この光どっかで。
この光、まさか真贋の魔導石。
Crusade Stone.
魔導石はもともとこの周辺の地下の鉱石で作られたと聞いていたが、元になった鉱石がこんなところにあるとは。
どうしてなの？どうしてみんな僕のことを嫌うの？
Oh, stop. No, we're not doing this. Stop. There's... Nope. No. Oh boy, I'm not ready for this. I'm... Okay, here we go. Alright, come on.
怒らないで、嫌わないで、憎まないで。もうこれ以上僕に憎悪を向けないでよ。
If it's not obvious enough to everybody, this is obviously Kid Vicious.
ムカつくな。
嫌われたくない。嫌われたくない。嫌われたくない。嫌われたくない。嫌われたくない。嫌われたくない。嫌われたくない。
おいガキ、てめえいい加減に。俺そういうことかよ。己の内面に向き合う場所だったな、ここは。
So I guess each of them, you know, each of the main characters, the Crestoria cast, is going to have to go, you know, find a true sight stone and then go through this whole inner, you know, battle. Oh boy. Sonic, you just missed Vicious dealing with his past trauma. Or realizing that he has to accept it.
だっせ。今のが俺か。俺の心の中の声か。いつの間にか嫌われることにビビってたってわけかよ。この俺が。
Man.
こんなとこで何してるんだ。
He's the light of your heart, Vicious.
俺は世界を変えたい。そのために行くんだ。
待てよおい。この俺を置いてどこ行くつもりだ。世界を変える。面白えこと言うじゃねえか。ああ、お前は面白えんだ。てめえが俺の理由だ。
Kanata's his reason for pushing forward. That's really nice. I like that.
ビシャス、はよ逃げな。
もう遅い。さあ、トガ鬼をやれ。
A wild puppy appears. Yeah. Come on, Vicious, it's time. Awaken your true power.
殺せ、殺せ、殺せ、殺せ、殺せ、殺せ、殺せ、殺せ、殺せ、殺せ。
Jesus, Knight, calm down. You only have to say it once.
なんだ。何を笑っている。
憎悪に殺意。なんだよ。
Here comes his
心地いいじゃ
theme.
ねえかよ。こんなもん何を恐れる必要がある。むしろ俺にはお似合いだ。もっと向けてみろよ、憎悪。ぶつけてくりゃいいじゃねえか。怒りと嫌悪と殺意をよ。
Honestly, Sonic, a lot's happened. You know, they fell in the pit. They killed some enemies. They had Vicious and Yuna had a serious conversation about Vicious putting on, you know, a front. You're really gonna. It's really too hard to kind of explain, you know, in a few words. But they had a conversation, and then we ran into these knights. I'd recommend just, you know, reading the chapter, because you'll get a better understanding than what I can tell you right now. Yeah, pretty much what Rita said about the conversation. There you go. Follow that dumbass to the bitter friggin' end. Here we go. The chapter, they barely did anything, Muffin. You know, a lot of things happened. Here we go. This has got to be his SSR art for the anniversary. That's gonna be my guess. There you go. And he's in control this time. So I guess the True Sight Stone was very important for this. There you go. Persona. Let's see it in slow motion this time. God. So cool. All right. Let's continue the Fields train.
Baka. 対トガ鬼の生物兵器をいとも簡単に。トガ鬼の力が我々の研究を上回ったというのか。
I mean, isn't that kind of what always happens? The bad guys, especially just random no-name knights, underestimating the power of the main characters.
さてと。逃がすわけねえだろ。
I hope to have him in my party, you know, in the anniversary. There you go.
一応聞くけど、近づいてええの？
あ？なんでそれ？
だってイエドナークの時大変やったやん。あんな風に暴れられたらかなわんわ。
もうそんなことにはならねえよ。俺はいつの間にかビビってたんだな。トガ鬼の力解放して周りの人間から意味嫌われる。
Acceptance。だ
から力を扱えず自分自身を見失った。くだんね。
うんさっきより少し男前になったんちゃう
んだそれ。
大丈夫そうやなってことや
ああ、何も問題ね
ほな行こうか
え。ああ、さて行こうぜ。恐怖を振りまく戸川鬼様のお通りだ。
That was really nice. Okay. So, Solitary Devil, Flames of Atonement, that's obviously going to be about Mizella. Alright. So, Mizella and Vicious, and then, what, Kanata's by himself, I guess? Yeah, we are seeing all this character growth without the whole party kind of being together, which is kind of odd.
まだ見えてこないな、知女。
そうね。彼方が無事だといいのだけれど。
ユナとビシャスもな。
うん。ユナのことも心配。
Of course.
わざわざビシャスを省くな。
お腹すいたね。
さっきも言っていたな。
ねえイージス、あそこに生えてる派手な色のキノコ食べられるんじゃないかな。大丈夫。火なら私がしっかり通すから。さあ、安心して召し上がれ。
だから俺を毒味に使おう。
Oh, I guarantee that their forms are still going to evolve because, I mean, we're still only in the first year of the game. There's no way they're not going to get stronger. Hi, Napo, welcome.
確かに危険性はあるかもしれない。だけど食べられる可能性はゼロじゃないと思うの。
You only missed the Vicious and Yuna stuff so far, Napo. But spoiling yourself.
だったらかけてみない？そのわずかな可能性を信じて。
賭けの対象が俺の胃袋でなければ実にいいセリフだ。なあミゼラ、お前は一体俺のことを何だと思っているんだ？
私の胃袋を守る騎士？
The brave knight who protects my intestinal tract. I'll just say, Napo, prepare some tissues when you play it yourself.
守る範囲が狭すぎる。
その声、そこにいたか、裏切りの騎士イージス。
How can you just tell his voice without seeing him? Like, I get it to an extent, but unless you were like really close with Vicious or Aegis, I don't think you'd be able to tell it's his voice just from him randomly yelling.
ミダスメグールの騎士団。追ってきていたのか。
イージスが騒ぐから気づかれちゃったね。でも大丈夫。あのくらいは朝飯前ならぬ毒キノコ米
No
よ。
one's having a mushroom breakfast.
食べないからな。
The only thing I'm thinking about with these mushrooms is when T-Tray made those laughing mushrooms in Rebirth. That's what I'm thinking of.
生きて帰れると思わないことに。邪魔するやつは倒すだけよ。
Good job, Mela.
切り開いてみせる。決着をつけるわよ。終わらせよう、俺たちの手で。やるぞ。すごい。剣するがかするが我が剣とスクリームエレメンツ。
年寄りの
せめて安らかに眠れ。
Poison mushroom battle. Oh, nice, Silva. You got the Aegis SSR. Very nice. The only Crestoria cast member I don't have the SSR for is Orwin. I didn't really have much to summon for him with when his banner came around. So I did end up missing out on him there. But I'm sure I'll get him eventually. I'm at like 26,000 right now. 25, 26. It's going to be very, very difficult for me to pass on Bride Alicia, though, next week. I don't know if I'm going to be able to be strong enough to pass on that. But we'll see. You got Orin on your first try? Nice. Oh my god, I forgot I did that for a joke once, but I never took this stuff off of Kyle. He looks so ridiculous. Alright, let's see this character growth.
Kanata だってここまで立派に戦い抜いてきたんだ。そこまで心配することでもないだろう。
I'm sure we'll get an Emil or Marta at some point. We just gotta keep being patient and waiting. He'll come.
とそんなことお前に言っても無駄なのだろうな。
よくわかってるじゃない。
その過剰な思いやりを少しは俺や他の仲間にも向けてほしいものだが。
それはちょっと心外。私はイージスのことだって十分気にかけてるのよ。
I mean, saying that isn't really that out of the, you know, realm of possibility, because think about it, we got Riala before we got Kyle. I mean, who else is that? Who else has that happened for? Who else have we gotten? We have 2 Kohakus. We don't have a Shing SSR yet. So I could definitely see Marta. It just depends what they have prepared. At least on the bright side, Napo, it's actually kind of good that they haven't come yet, because now that they're implementing the pity system with this next banner, you won't have to spend everything and still possibly not get them. You'll just have to spend like 40,000 and then you're guaranteed whether you get them or not.
イージスにはね、もっともっと強くなってほしいと思ってる。優しくて強い、立派な騎士になってほしい。そして、彼方をそばでずっと守ってあげて。それができるのはきっとイージスだから。
I mean, it still sounds kind of selfish, but I get what she's kind of trying to say.
そばで彼方をか。その役目はお前じゃなくていいのか？
私はきっとダメ。だって彼方が罪を犯してしまったのは私のせいだから。
Yeah, if the pity system works the way it did during the half anniversary, you should only have to spend 17 multis, which is 42,500 gleam stones to be able to select the unit that you want. It's only 1 copy, but I mean, if you're just going for, you know, you can sell other memorias and stuff to get dupes for that unit in other ways. It's like what I did with EX Leon. I pulled him once, and then all the other dupes that were put in him were just stuff. Like, I never pulled a dupe of EX Leon, like, on an actual banner.
私がそばにいたら、また同じことが起きるかもしれない。正しいはずの彼方が間違ってしまうかもしれない。だから。
Alright, this is where Aegis is gonna talk some sense into her, right?
見せろ。誰だ？そこにいるのは。
待ってください。私です。
Oh, hi, Eleanor.
エレノア、それに。
Oh, this is awkward.
ソニア。
ナッシュを見て気になってはいたが、なぜお前までここに？
そのつもりでした。しかし隙をつかれナッシュに逃げられてしまって。
ナッシュはどうして逃げたりしたの？
あなたたちを追っていったんだと思います。何か腑に落ちない、納得できないといった顔をしていましたから。しかし一人では危険だと思い、私たちもナッシュを追ってきたんです。地上は戦の気配がしましたから、この洞窟を抜けて上に出ようと思っていたのですが、まさかここで会えるとは。
Well, good to see Eleanor.
でも私たちもナッシュとはぐれてしまったわ。
とにかく今は地上を目指そう。はぐれた他の仲間がナッシュと合流しているかもしれないしな。
そうですね。付き合わせてしまってごめんなさい。ソニアもそれでいいですか？
Alright.
この洞窟は
Well, this is definitely an awkward
はぐれない
situation.
ように集団行動を心がけろよ。
承知しました。油断なきよう慎重に進みましょう。
切り開いてみせる。
Does Eleanor sound unnatural? I couldn't really tell.
汝を引用には無力に封じるプリズンセイバー。
ハロウィンの術炸裂です。
ヘルスクローマジェストフォイ
マーシーマルツ。今の私はきっと一味違います。
決着をつけるわよ。力が満ちたぞ。このまま進め。
本物の魔物が来ます。
I guess it did I'll have to listen closer, when she's talking again.
「生きて帰れると思わないことも。邪魔するやつ倒すだけよ。炎よ燃え上がれ。電波旋風陣。さあ行こう。
More enemies.
星よりも
切り開いてみせる。使命を果たすためただ進むのみだ。雷神総評が。
Nice to see Saray in his natural colors after all the Asteria stuff I was just doing.
力が満ちたぞ。片付いて先へ進むぞ。
Up, here we go. My stream is lagging? Really? Alright, let me check. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I'm dropping a ton of frames. Hold on. Why is it doing this? What is going on here? Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me see if I can figure this out. Yeah, because it's my connection's fine. Like actually on YouTube, but all right, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna have to I'm gonna cut the stream for just a few minutes because I think I have to restart my computer to fix this. I think it's just something on my computer. So I will be back in probably like 5-10 minutes. Because obviously I'm not gonna keep streaming when it's lagging like this. So I will be right back, everybody.